It's your boy and Good in the house, back with another bang on video where, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some awesome supreme news for you guys. Of course, no banter, nothing, but ladies and gentlemen, we've got some really awesome news. So of course, we're going to give you an update about Marcel Sabitzer. We're going to discuss about Wis Bissouma. Are Arsenal really interested in Wis Bissouma? What is this whole saga about Mesut Ozil? And of course, I'll give you my expert opinion on Socrates and of course, the other deals that might happen. So stay tuned and watch the video till the end. Daily Arsenal news if you seek. This is the best place to be. Consider subscribing because we need 15,000 subscribers on this channel very soon. Help us reach there. Number one, Arsenal have been handed transfer boost on their pursuit for Marcel Sabitzer as a Red Bull Leipzig chief drops major hint. Now, Olivier Minzlaff regarding Marcel Sabitzer has actually spoken up to the media. So we all know that Austrian international is out of contract at the end of the next season and has been linked with a move to North London, with Tottenham also reportedly interested in signing him. Arsenal's interest in Sabitzer was first reported by Julian Lawrence. I have already sent it to you guys. But the club's CEO, Olivier Minzlaff, has revealed in an interview that there's one condition that could see Sabitzer as well as Dayot Upamecano, Christopher Nkunku or Ibrahima Konate sold. He says, what I can rule out after the Szoboszlai transfer is that we will get more players this winter or summer without us giving up any. If it makes financial sense, we can absorb it sportily. When I think of Werner, Kuna, Keita or Deme, we have already redeemed a lot and still developed further in terms of sport. So he says if it makes a financial sense, they might be ready to sell off any players because trust me, they've got a lot of wealth in that midfield. They really have a lot of wealth in that attack as well. So of course they can sell, but it should make a good economical sense. Please Arsenal, get your job done. Make sure we get him if we can, because of course he's one of the players that I definitely admire. I hope we are into the mix to sign him. Well, moving on. Arsenal also hold a formative interest in Isco and have a half-season loan on their list of potential January options. They would need Real Madrid to pay at least part of the wages of the 28-year-old, according to James Bengue. Also, Arsenal are again interested in Villarreal defender Pau Torres, but he would prefer a move to Real Madrid, according to Marca. Arsenal are interested in Pau Torres. Let's see if that is actually going to happen or not. So, ladies and gentlemen, soon in the MLS, it is going to be Thierry Henry versus Patrick Vieira, because Kevin Laramie has actually tweeted out, I can confirm that a contract offer has been sent to Patrick Vieira by Toronto FC for the vacant TFC manager position. So Patrick Vieira has actually a contract offer has been sent. So it looks like he might be heading to MLS and we could see Patrick Vieira versus Thierry Henry. That could be amazing if you watch MLS. Moving on. The Premier League have recorded 40 positive COVID-19 tests this week. The most since the system was brought in. 40, ladies and gentlemen. That is a huge number. I hope all of them get well soon. But moving on, Hector Bellerin has picked up the most yellow cards of any player in the Premier League this season. Of course, he was suspended for one of the games, so we can't blame or complain anything more about it. But also, Arsenal have averaged 11.8 tackles per game in the Premier League this season, which is the fewest in the Premier League. We are last, bottom of the table in terms of tackles per game in the Premier League this season. Not good for some matter. So let's talk about an update from Freddie Paxton. He says, it's true that Ozil is interested in a move to the US. A big part of that is DC United's willingness to help him build his M10 brand, including the potential development of an academy. He is, of course, also interested in moving to Fenerbahce. This is a lot more complicated financially. They can't afford to pay him close to what he earns at Arsenal. So even according to Sabah, Fenerbahce and Mesut Ozil have come to a conclusion over a transfer, and Ozil's dream move to the yellow and blue team will come true. Fenerbahce have agreed a 3.5-year contract with the player. And also, Arsenal have committed an average of 9.4 fouls per match in the Premier League this season. Well, fewer than any other team. That's something to be proud of. So I actually asked Freddie Paxton, is that move possible this January, or are we looking at a summer switch for Mesut Ozil? Freddie Paxton replied to me, he said, it really depends on what official offers are tabled. He holds the cards. If it makes financial sense for him to continue receiving $350K per week for the next few months, then leave for free, he can do that. Also depends on his desire to play football. Now, Conrad Harrison tweets out, Socrates will leave this window 1000%. So, Socrates might leave. Let's see. And even Turkish press sources tells AFC Bell that the news publishers of Mesut Ozil and Arsenal are credible. The information is being verified with the players' camp and those close to him. And we were supposed to wait for an update. So here's the reality. Ozil to Fenerbahce is a done deal. Yes. Arsenal will pay his first 6 months salary till the summer. It's according to some sources of news. And Mehmet Ardic tweeted out, Mesut Ozil, welcome. Yes, that's what he tweeted out. Should we believe it? Let's see. So Swansea City have made contact with Arsenal over signing hotshot teen striker Folarin Balogun on loan. Bad idea. It's definitely a bad idea. But moving on. Well, also Puma have started negotiations with Mesut Ozil over sponsorship. Fenerbahce have already agreed a deal with Puma to sponsor their kits. And Mesut Ozil has agreed a 3-year contract, 3.5-year deal with Fenerbahce. AFC Bell says the first indication. I already mentioned it. So, moving on, let's talk about other stuff. Is Matt Macy, ladies and gentlemen. He's undergoing a medical at Hibernian today, according to Sami Mokbel. Yes, he's undergoing, so his contract expires in June and he won't be returning. So it looks like Matt Macy is off right now. And also, Arsenal goalkeeper Matt, as I already mentioned, according to Wayne Wasey, Swansea want to sign Balogun on loan until the end of the season. So that confirms it. Also, local media reports that Ozil was weighing offers from America and offers from Turkey, but eventually decided to join Fenerbahce. Prominent media figures in the Turkish sports community told AFC Bell that the information circulating about Ozil is frequent, intersecting and reliable. But we cannot independently confirm the accuracy of the reports, as we are still waiting for the Ozil camp to respond to our request for comment on the media this hour. Let's talk about something special. Wes Bissouma, ladies and gentlemen. Every Arsenal fan watching this, you know what you want in the midfield. Alongside Thomas Partey, it is Wes Bissouma. So, according to Football LDN, Wes Bissouma is another name the Gunners are bearing in mind, with the midfielder believed to be open to the idea of joining the North London outfit if the opportunity arose. Bissouma is an Arsenal fan. Bissouma is a gooner! Wow, what else? What else do you need, Arsenal fans? Bissouma is a gooner. That's... wow. But let's talk about A Sport. They claim that Ozil will lose 5.5 million euros in sponsor funds if he leaves Arsenal this month. To compensate this, Fenerbahce president Ali Koç is looking for new sponsors himself. Let's see. But there's a twist in the tale. James Ollie tweets out, exclusive, Ozil's agent Dr. Erkut Sogut tells ESPN the player is not close to an agreement with any club and undecided over his next move. Interest from Fenerbahce and DC United is long-standing. Situation should be clearer in next 7 to 10 days. Now, David Ornstein came out with this podcast because, of course, he had to. So he says, at this moment in time, Arsenal see Emil Smith-Rowe ideally as being backup support, competition for a world-class number 10, filling in where necessary, learning off of them and eventually succeeding them with Ozil out of the picture. And talking about Julian Brandt, Ornstein said, I don't think that situation has developed as yet. That's not to say it won't. He was left out of their last match. Let's see if he has any involvement in the next couple and whether he starts to agitate for a move. And talking about Christian Eriksen, David Ornstein said, I have been consistently told Arsenal do not want to sign him. It is not the age profile they're looking for. Ishko, I understand, Mikel is not inclined to pursue that one. Also, David Ornstein says, Arsenal do have really high hopes from Saliba and hope he will come back, compete for a place and be a big part of their future despite a very underwhelming time at the club since signing in 2019. And about Socrates, he says, there's optimism that Socrates will agree to leave the club this month. Mustafi has a big decision to make. He might not want to risk waiting to leave as a free agent in the summer because he might not be able to command the huge bossman salary of the past. So that is one thing that is actually could be troubling. Also, well, talking about Buendia, David Ornstein said he is a player on Arsenal's recruitment list. He's not at the very top. He's a player they've scouted for more than 18 months. They liked him in the Premier League. They've liked him in the Championship, but they're not going to pay £40 million at all. I certainly don't think Arsenal will be willing to let homegrown talents like Reece Nelson and Joe Willock move in the opposite direction on a permanent basis. A loan might be considered because the priority of this window is for Arsenal to slim their squad. Let's see. But Norwich will be desperate to keep hold of him because he's so important to their promotion bid. I don't think Arsenal will allow homegrown talents. Of course, he said that. And Arsenal are going to try to sign an attacking midfielder. The club will also increasingly lean on their youth production, with that having offered returns already this season. Miguel Aziz is seen as the next player expected to step up, although that will likely occur later in the season. So let's see how things will turn out. Arsenal, can they get Marcel Sabitzer? What are they looking at the market? If they get somebody, it is going to be supreme. So I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Some awesome content is definitely on your way. So I will see you in the next one. 15,000 subscribers. Help me reach there. And of course, here's an update. Atletico Madrid career mode. An episode will be dropping up tomorrow, not today, because I've planned, because of the transfer window hectic schedule, I am actually shifting Atletico Madrid career mode for now, every alternate day, and you guys are definitely going to get entertained in the next episode. Cheers.